What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley Cairo if you guys are new, and if you are a returning subscriber, I am so glad you guys are back for another video. Today we are going to be talking about everyone's favorite thing. It's actually not usually everyone's favorite thing, at least not the females. We're going to be talking about your period and how to actually make it better. I've done a video on this in the past and it got a lot of mixed ratings, I guess, because not everybody agreed with me on certain practices. However, as a sports nutritionist and certified holistic health coach, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 different ways you can make your period much easier, whether it's comfort, PMS symptoms, and just feeling overall much better. This video is for you. I want to say thank you to Tampax for sponsoring this video. I will be sharing all about their brand new menstrual cup, so let's get into the video. Before we get started, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up and follow along on social media where we can continue our combo. The first tip is to feel confident and comfortable. I have had plenty of experiences growing up where I felt very insecure if I was gonna have a leak, if there was odor, if I needed to change something in and out, if I was in a public place. I'd be worried about what outfit I wore that day, and it was always just a stressful thing until I started using the Tampax cup. In my personal experience, I've used other menstrual cups, but this one in terms of comfort and functionality has got to be my favorite. Tampax actually worked with normal women just to figure out their opinions on their menstrual cup. They also worked with a OBGYN to develop this product. It's not compromising comfort and it's not compromising functionality. They both work synergistically. I was worried when I would have to work out on my period because of leakage or just being discomfort. The Tampax cup has a 12-hour protection, which is fantastic. It's also super comfortable. It does not bother me whatsoever when I exercise. It has their trademarked soft curve fit, which reduces the pressure that it puts on the bladder, so it's much more comfortable. It's also made with 100% medical grade silicone, so it's reusable. You can wash it. The really nice thing is that this particular kit comes with 2 different sizes for a regular flow and a heavy flow. You will also receive the little carrying case and some wipes. I used to hate when I was in school and I would have to go to the bathroom and try to hide tampons and pads going with me because I would forget to have like a small bag and I couldn't bring my whole backpack, so I would like drop tampons on the floor, or it was always just kind of embarrassing. But having just one product in a little carrying case makes it way simpler. I used the product for 2 cycles, that way I could give you an honest opinion, and truthfully, it is the most comfortable product I've ever used and I don't really worry at all about leaks. In my attempt to be more sustainable and zero waste friendly, this is a reusable product. I'm not using tons of pads and tampons every month. It's amazing because not only am I doing something better for my body and the environment, but it's also good for my bank account because this is reusable. If you guys are in the market for an amazing menstrual cup, please check out the new Tampax cup. I will have links down below to where you guys can purchase your own. The second most important thing when you have your period, and even leading up to your period, actually all the time, is your nutrition. Some of the best things that you can have during your period are very micronutrient dense foods. So 2 things I want to talk about is B6 vitamins and calcium. These things can help with your PMS symptoms, and because you have a loss of blood during this time of the month, it can help with regulating that blood flow. It can also help ease muscle spasms and have less water retention so you don't look as bloated. Menstrual cramps are not super fun, so I recommend keeping things like broccoli, kale, anything with magnesium. Greek yogurt is another great one. It just is a good way to get in those vitamins. If you suffer from cramps, I recommend drinking chamomile tea because it is actually a natural muscle relaxer. You definitely want to cut down on sugar as it is an inflammatory, and you want to be as anti-inflammatory as possible when you are on your period. To combat that inflammation, make sure you are getting plenty of omega-3s from things like flaxseed, salmon, walnuts, anything that is high in the 3s. Not the 6s, totally different. One thing that has been new to my PMS routine the past few months has been seed cycling. It's definitely getting a lot of hype, but it's really amazing for hormonal benefits. People don't realize that much of the PMS symptoms that you're getting can actually be negated by having proper hormone balance. I started sleeping funky, getting really bad cramps, and I talked to my health coach and he was like, we're gonna get you seed cycling. Over the past few months, I've been incorporating seed cycling and it's really helped cut down on my cramps. So the way that your cycle works, you have day 1 through 13 and then 14 through 28. You're going to have a tablespoon of a certain seed for each day. Days 1 through 13, so day 1 of your period until 13 is all going to be flax and pumpkin seeds. So any way you can incorporate that in a salad, in a smoothie, try to do flax or pumpkin. Then 14 through 28, you're gonna do sesame seeds and sunflower seeds. Flaxseed contains lignans which bind to estrogen and can actually help to eliminate the excess estrogen. And then pumpkin seeds are high in zinc, which can aid in your progesterone levels. Sesame seeds also contain lignans to bind with your estrogen. Sunflower seeds are high in selenium, which is fantastic for your hormone balance. I'm gonna share a quick little recipe with you guys. You can interchange the seeds depending on which days they fall into, but they're just a little pumpkin spice seed ball. I eat one every single day, so that way I can get in my tablespoon of seeds for the day, and it's all done and it tastes delicious. The third tip is to have some sort of movement. Now, if your cramps are super bad, I totally understand that you don't want to do any sort of crazy training, but I at least try to get in a walk when my cramps are really bad because it just helps get things moving. And if you get the blood regulation going and flowing, you're gonna feel a lot better and it's gonna ease some of those menstrual cramps. I definitely cut down on my weight training during my period and just try to get in some cardio and some stretching so that way I'm at least getting some sort of activity. Plus, you're getting mood boosting endorphins, so that way you can kind of combat that hormonal moodiness, because I know I get that. Now, I know when I'm gonna be getting my period. I use an app to track it, and I highly recommend you do that. That way you can plan accordingly. I started doing this a few months ago, and it's really helped me just with work and social life and everything, and I can really focus on self-care during that week, so I can literally pencil in when I'm going to be doing self-care on my period. It's been life-changing. I love to do aromatherapy massages. I have a few different lavender products that I use and some muscle relaxing balms. A 15-minute lavender massage, you can just use an oil on your abdomen, can really benefit your crampiness and things like that. I do it before bed, so it also kind of makes me sleepy. I am a big fan of heating pads. I pretty much use one at least the first day of my cycle when my period is more rough than usual. I usually only have cramps now 1 to 2 days instead of the whole cycle. So I'll use a heating pad or take a hot bath. I do tend to get some hormonal acne right after my period. I'll get breakouts right here where your hormone acne is triggered. So I take a little bit more care of my skin that week than I usually do because I get kind of lax, and I'll do some anti-acne face masks. My anxiety during my period is also usually heightened, and one of the best investments I have ever had was my weighted blanket, and I kind of just like to snuggle with that when I'm not feeling so great. So the fifth tip is kind of like miscellaneous tips. I really recommend you track your period. As I mentioned previously, you can just find different apps to do that. This will help you to prepare better so you can kind of combat when everything is going to be happening. Since I'm kind of moody on my period, I will plan to do something that makes me really happy, whether it's going to my favorite store or coffee shop, something that is going to bring me joy. I also recommend journaling. That way you can kind of see how your mood progresses as you do maybe some of these tips that I'm telling you about, see if they get any better, like the seed cycling, and any form of expression can really help you just to uncover things about yourself, learn about yourself, and it can be very freeing. The more intentional we are with our habits, I think overall can affect so many different areas of your life, so that's why I try to journal as much as possible, whether it's gratitude, how my day's going, my food, my workouts, and then even my PMS symptoms. So that was all 5 of my PMS tips for you guys. I hope you liked this video. It's a little bit different than my normal content, but I really do love these tips. They've really been working for me. If you guys have ever tried a menstrual cup, I would love to hear your thoughts. If you guys are excited about this new one, definitely check it out. I would love to know how it works for you. Definitely check out the seed cycling, give it a shot. If you would like to see more recipes, go over to Hale's Health because I've been posting some more recipes over there. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. But as always, I hope you're doing well, and I will see you in the next video.